The Meg 2 is directed by Ben Wheatley and is currently playing in theaters. One thing I'll say that's great about this movie is it's very self-aware and fun. Well, I guess that's two things, but anyways, a good chunk of the gang of the original film is back, including Jason Statham, of course. And this time, he and his crew have to deal with not one Meg, not two Megs, but three Megs. And the story kind of takes a bit from the Deep Blue Sea film, where one of these Megs is almost used as a guinea pig or a pet for scientists, and they even give it like a pet name, dude. And and are looking for ways to possibly control it, I think. At least that's what it seems from. And one of the main characters uses a device that supposedly controls the shark in certain ways. But anyhow, the crew periodically go deep sea diving into the trench. And in this one particular time, they go deeper than normal. 25,000 feet to be exact deep. And of course, this time is when the proverbial shit hits the fan. And the explosion as well. That creates an opening in the trench that unleashes all sorts of scary-ass creatures that eventually come to the surface. And this time, not only does Statham and company have to fight off these three Megs and newfound creatures, but there's a group of criminals or these people, these shady folks, that want them dead as well. A 2-for-1 special, if you will. 2-for-1 special. 2-for-1 special. But wait, there's more. Once these new creatures and the Megs make it to the surface, they just happen to make it near this island where people who are just enjoying themselves, I'm telling you, partying, drinking, dancing, swimming, music, playing loud and stuff. Like I said, just enjoying themselves. And the place has the most appropriate name and proves that this movie is so self-aware and just having a good time. The place is called Fun Island. I love it, dude. And that's definitely when the true fun begins in this movie. Now, overall, this movie is pretty fun. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. I take that back. Lots of action, got a little bit of drama, definitely some funny scenes, some funny little quirky jokes and whatnot. And one thing that's really cool about this movie, all the main characters, they all have a chance to shine with cool action sequences, funny-ass lines, and everything. And, of course, we get to see Statham do some outlandish shit against the sharks as well. There's this big-ass mega octopus. That's the best way I could put it. I'm talking a big one. There's these little, like, alligator-looking things. They're a lot faster, though, and they run on land eating people up and shit, dude, tearing their asses up. One really fun scene is when the crew is deep in the trench, and they have to battle these large-ass, like, piranha-looking things. But to me, the best scene is when all the creatures reach Fun Island. Can you say Soya? That stands for the sound of your ass. Because that's what happened to a lot of people on this fucking thing, dude. There's a lot of cool POV. Actually, I'll take that back. There's actually one really cool POV shot inside a shark's mouth as it's actually eating people. Pretty cool scene. Some very creative kills and setup for kills as well. The slight downfall is that it's PG-13, so no bloody nasty scenes. Actually, there's not much blood in general, actually. Dude, I don't know why, but I could have swore the first one was rated R, and it actually came to find out that it was only PG-13 as well. I could have sworn there was some bloody nastiness that was in that one, but I guess I was wrong. And to tell you the truth, this one felt more like an action adventure than a horror movie. I mean, there are a few scary scenes, but nothing really brutal. The Megs actually don't really play much of a big part until the last act of the movie. I mean, they're around throughout the whole movie though, but they don't really make like a real dent until like the last 35 minutes. Which is kind of strange with this being called the Meg, especially with three of them. Most of the movie focuses on Statham and the crew fighting these criminals and whatnot and trying to survive deep in the trenches, which is where the action-adventure part comes in, I should say. There's even some hand-to-hand combat as well, some martial arts stuff going down. I guess you could say John Wick-esque stuff. I'm telling you, dude, this ain't really a horror movie, I'm telling you. I mean, I'll admit, though, I enjoyed it for what it was, though. But me personally, I would have loved it if there was some bloody scenes, though. I mean, especially the island scene, dude, because so many people got killed, but it wasn't bloody enough. Or actually, I'd say that it wasn't bloody at all, so excuse me. But all in all, I can tell they actually had fun making this movie because it shows on screen. Because it really is entertaining, and that's what makes it nasty, right? One last thing. I love the details of marks and cuts on the Megs to show their age and their wear. Nice attention to detail. I really like that. So, hey, man, quit listening to me, man, and go check this one out this weekend and enjoy yourself. And after you watch it, I recommend you check this movie out as well, because the Fun Island scene actually made me think of this movie in particular. It's called Piranha 3D from 2010. The 2010 movie, okay? Not the OG one from the 70s. Piranha 3D from 2010. After a sudden underwater tremor sets free scores of prehistoric man-eating fish, an unlikely group of strangers must band together to stop themselves from becoming fish food for the area's new razor-toothed residents. Dude, this is funny. Has some really nasty death scenes. I'm talking about some nice, detailed, nasty, bloody shit. Also, I feel it has one of the best party death scenes you'd see in a movie. Also, was directed by Alexander Aja. This is the dude who made an excellent film called High Tension. If you haven't seen that, that's nastiness at its finest as well. This man knows his violence and he knows his horror, folks. But anyhow, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I will see you at the next one. Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.